Conor McGregor also spoke out and said that he would be interested in fighting Anderson Silva, who has competed effectively at 205 pounds in the past. Conor McGregor, maybe at his best, was when he was at 145, but he is a 155er now. They are 30 pounds apart. James, is this a possibility at 179 pounds, I think that Silva's coaches were saying?
This one's iffy because, I mean, obviously Silva is nowhere near the same fighter he used to be, and these are two huge names if you were to put them together in a fight. But again, I think the UFC's got to be careful here with who they match up McGregor with after this. There's a chance he could lose a fight against Anderson Silva. He's a much bigger guy. Anderson Silva's never fought at featherweight before. Conor McGregor has. I mean, that's a huge difference, right? So I think we have to sort of look at these things. And, if I'm Conor's management, if I'm Paradigm, I'm really thinking about what the next move is here, because you do not want 2 losses in a row. That kills your stock. As popular as McGregor is, as popular as someone as Chael Sonnen is, who's lost a bunch of fights and still been able to spin it around, it still loses some luster. And McGregor's gone far beyond just the MMA bubble. He's really resonated with casual fans too. So will it happen? Maybe, but I don't know if it happens now. I think McGregor fights someone that he's going to beat, and then we sort of talk about these other fights.
So by the time Silva fights again, he'll likely be 2 years removed from his Brunson win, and that's of no fault of his own. That's USADA's fault. And we've played devil's advocate on this podcast before about looking at the wins and losses of Silva. The first Weidman loss, he was clowning around right as he was feeling himself out. He was getting beat before the leg injury, but the leg injury still happened. You never know what can happen in an Anderson Silva fight. The Bisping fight, you could argue that Silva should have won for any number of reasons. And the Daniel Cormier fight was a fight that he took up a weight class against the champion, a few weeks after surgery, I believe. So, I mean, definitely some weird circumstances surrounding Anderson Silva. It doesn't seem like it's been almost 2 years since we've seen him fight, Joe. And he doesn't seem like he's slowing down anytime soon. And keep in mind, Ed Soares used to throw out Anderson's retiring at 35 horse shit that he threw out. He's 43. He's probably going to be 44 and still fighting. What do you think about this?
I think listen, can this fight happen? Absolutely it can happen, because this would be a big selling pay-per-view. No title on the line, just a super fight. And I know for a fact that this would sell big numbers, not just because of Conor McGregor's cachet, but that the older fans that haven't really tuned into much UFC recently, they know that Anderson Silva name. Many of them still believe that he's one of the best of all time, notwithstanding some of the fights that he's had recently. And all of a sudden he's going after this young kid and blah, blah, blah. People would tune in to watch this. And if Dana White even gets the smallest sniff that this could be a moneymaker, they will figure out a way to put this down together. Do I think Anderson beats Conor McGregor at 179 pounds? Probably not. I think Conor McGregor's speed will some way, somehow be the difference in this fight, not by much. But, if Anderson Silva can connect, that's the hardest punch Conor McGregor's ever going to face. That's a game changer there. But the bottom line is, I would love to see this fight. This fight intrigues me, on the weird levels in my brain. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see this fight go down for sure.